Sanctuary, the Levites, garments of the priests. Part 1, compiled by Shirley Jean Street and read by Wayne T. Street. The Levites, Levitical priests and earthly high priests. Jesus, our heavenly high priest. The entire tribe of Israel was set apart for the service of the sanctuary. As we recall the last words spoken to Levi by his father Jacob as he lay on his deathbed, we might wonder why his descendants were chosen for that sacred work. When Jacob remembered the sins of Levi, he pronounced almost a curse instead of a blessing upon his son, and closed it with these words, I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Genesis 49, verses 5 to 7. Wondrous is the love of our God that can change a curse into a blessing. Nehemiah 13, verse 2. Only a mighty God can make scarlet sins as white as snow. Isaiah 1, verse 18. The impulsive nature which, under the control of Satan, drives a man to commit desperate crimes is not removed when he is converted. That same temperament, consecrated and under the control of Jesus, makes him a valiant warrior for the Lord. Saul, the desperate persecutor, when converted, became Paul, the leading apostle. The fearless character which, under the control of Satan, led Levi to murder the Shechemites, when controlled by the grace of God, enabled his descendants to take their stand boldly on the Lord's side when the mass of Israel went into idolatry. Exodus 32, verses 26 to 29. God then turned the curse into a blessing. He said, because they had observed his law and kept his covenant, they should teach Jacob his judgments and Israel his law. Deuteronomy chapter 33, verses 8 to 11. In order that their influence for good might be more widely felt throughout Israel, the Lord, instead of giving Levites one portion of the land for their inheritance, as he had given the other tribes, appointed as their portion 48 cities scattered among all the tribes. Numbers 18, verse 20, and Numbers 35, verses 1 to 8. Truly, they were divided in Jacob and scattered in Israel, but the curse was turned into a blessing.